From the very earliest days of my childhood, I fell in love with nature and everything connected to it. I always noticed the rustling of trees, the murmur of rivers, the delicate petals of flowers, and all the creatures of the earthly world. While other children looked up, at clouds, at birds, at the tops of trees, I always looked down, to where life was quiet, invisible, but incredibly rich. I remember sitting for hours as a child on the ground in my grandmother's garden, just watching. Adults would call me in for lunch, but I couldn't pull myself away. A whole spectacle was unfolding right before my eyes. Tiny creatures carried crumbs 3 times their own size and formed perfect lines. Once, I placed a small pebble in their path, just out of curiosity. They didn't panic. They didn't scatter. They simply walked around it and continued on their way. That was the first time I truly understood. This is the real magic of nature. Among all the insects on our planet, the lives of ants turned out to be the most captivating to me. What strikes me most is their boundless work ethic. This world truly takes your breath away once you begin to immerse yourself in it and discover their universe. A single colony can number millions of individuals, and yet every single one knows its place and its role. No chaos, no confusion, just a clear, steady rhythm of life. What amazes me most of all is their selflessness. An ant never works for itself. Every step it takes is a contribution to the common cause, to the colony, to the family. They don't know the word I. They only know we. Once, I watched 2 ants drag an enormous caterpillar for almost an hour. They fell, got back up, changed direction, but never gave up. It was a small act of heroism that no one will ever record in history. Not long ago, while walking through the park near my home, I came across an enormous ant colony. Their trail stretched along the roots of an old tree, disappeared beneath the leaves, and reappeared again, alive, pulsing, like a river. And in that moment, I felt a strong desire to bring them joy, to make their lives a little easier and give them a touch of sweetness. I went home and chose a cupcake, soft, yellow, with chocolate chips on top. I carried it in my hands and felt a little silly, but the feeling was so alive and so sincere that I smiled the whole way there. Sometimes, the simplest gestures are the most genuine ones. When I placed the cupcake right in the middle of their trail, they didn't rush toward it. The stream of ants simply divided in 2 and neatly made their way around it, as if they had no time for this. They kept working. And once again, this showed me. Ants are not simply creatures driven by instinct. Within them lives an unshakable work ethic, team spirit, and an incredible intelligence that drives the entire colony forward. A few ants did stop at the cupcake, like scouts. They circled it, examined it, touched it with their antennae. One climbed to the top and paused, as if assessing the scale of it. Then it turned around and ran back, to report. Within a few minutes, others began approaching in an organized manner. Scouting complete. No threats detected. Ready to proceed. I had to break the cupcake into smaller pieces so they could more easily carry the treat back to their anthill. I did this slowly and carefully. I arranged the pieces along the trail, as if setting a table. And in that moment, something quiet and real seemed to arise between us. A small trust between 2 very different worlds. As I was leaving, I turned back one last time. The colony was still moving, now carrying pieces of cupcake. Just as coordinated, just as purposeful. Only a little more alive, a little warmer. And I truly hope that after I left, they enjoyed that gift to the fullest and celebrated that day somewhere deep inside their anthill. in their own way, in the ant way, but sincerely. I don't know whether ants remember. I don't know whether they have something resembling gratitude. But I know one thing for certain. That day, I walked away from the park a slightly different person, more attentive, more quiet inside, having reminded myself that greatness is not always measured by size, that sometimes the biggest and most real things fit right in the palm of your hand.